Nothing's gonna keep us from, learning the ropes.
What up, y'all? Show MJ Plus, the Wrestling Encyclopedia. Welcome to a new episode of Learning the Ropes live here on Cole TV. Me and my brother here. What up, XOJ the OG? How you doing, man?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited about this topic tonight, man. When you told me about it, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff on that cuz I was privileged and blessed enough to be a part of the collective this year."
Facts. We are talking about our 13 favorite matches from all the collective shows. I watched everything. I stayed up for the late shows. Turned it on immediately when shows started. This was probably my favorite part of the WrestleMania week is the collective. Great matches, great shows all around. Some phenomenal moments happened during the
Oh,
collective.
man. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So
Yeah.
you said you got a video to start
Oh,
us off
yeah,
with.
yeah. So, of course, if you haven't done so already, check out Collective Week. We've got a playlist now of all the vlogs. So there was 8 total vlogs, 8 total shows I was able to go to and stuff. And speaking of which, here's some highlights from Collective Week here on Cold TV. There you go, man. That I tell you, man. Each year it just it just gets awesomer and awesomer. I swear. The collective this year, it was really special, man. It was solid. The new venue change was interesting because I mean last year where it was at the Palms, it was just like it seemed like way too bushy for GCW. Like you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
but this I felt was like a perfect thing. Like it was really like huge. It was like towards the back of Bally's or Horseshoe Casino.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was this was a good time, man. Like it was a pretty good time, all things considering. The minus the and you probably saw my rant on like from PW60 with the um status quo wrestling fan or status quo entertainment fans, as I like to call them. But other than that, man, it was still the shows were amazing. Like GCW did a great job. Like they put a pretty good lineup. It's a different lineup this year. A lot changed.
Yeah. A lot changed.
But it was solid, man. It was solid. I and you said it, man. Your best yourself. Like it's to me, it's now like the biggest highlight for me for Mania weekend is the collective.
Yes.
Like honestly, I'm to the point where I feel like I think the collective could run on its own. Really, it
Yes.
doesn't have to be tied into me with Mania. If I'm being personally honest, I would love it if they did that. But you get why they do it. I will say them teaming with WrestleCon was pretty smart, man, because there was wrestlers all over the damn place.
I've seen videos and pictures everywhere.
Oh my gosh, dude! And I'll tell you some stories too about like some that I ran into and stuff. But before we get started, I do want to share a really good story. Now, I don't think I shared this with our group chat. I know I shared it with some people. I was going to, but I was so busy in Vegas because this was on my first night I was there. You're gonna love this story, Mike. This is probably like my highlight
This is-
of the. No, this isn't the one with in the elevator. This is something different.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, you shared the
No,
Okada story.
this one's way. That's a good one, but this one's way better. You're gonna mark
Oh.
out for this one. This is hilarious. This is like I think one of my proudest moments as a fan of pro wrestling or something. Let me give you a backstory first. So I get into Vegas in the afternoon and through Southwest and had a bad experience, so I wasn't in the best of moves. Although I will give a shout out to Southwest, they did rectify the problem later on. But so I get into Vegas, and we're getting a bite to eat. We're kind of because the first day we're not really going to go to any of the collective. We're just trying to kind of get
Yeah.
get smoothed in and get ready for Thursday's action. So Wednesday is just kind of like a free day, So we're kind of hanging out, doing our things and stuff, and then we go out to dinner that night. And I told my buddy, I was like, before we go out, I was like, all right, man, it's Vegas. I need a couple. I kind of pulled one of those the viral videos you see of like the guys who go to Applebee's or whatever, and they take a couple gummies and like we're going to Red Lobster. So
Yes.
I did that only and was like, let's go to an expensive ass steakhouse. So we go to the Golden Steer, which is like world renowned. It's like one of the oldest steakhouses in
Yes.
Vegas, and it was incredible. Like we got like a tomahawk steak we shared. We had like you'll see this too, by the way, on the next nope 2 episodes of I'm Your Huckleberry. So 2 episodes away. But anyways, dude, the food was killer and stuff. Had an amazing time. Great night. Nice little nightcap. But it gets around 11. I've been traveling all day. Obviously, the pregame that I did beforehand starts really kicking in hard. So it's just like, okay, I got to get to bed. I'm like, because I want to get up in the morning and make it to Progress, right? So they are staying or checking into Caesars, which is across the street from Bally's. So, but all the properties are connected pretty much. So, like, pretty much it's like there's a corridor you go through, and pretty much if you go straight, it's going to take you across the street to Bally's. You go to the right, it's going to take you over to the Bellagio. And if you go to the left, it's going to take you on down to what used to be the Mirage and shit. So, anyways, just go straight, and then you go across the bridge. And of course, it's nighttime. So, there's obviously a lot of nighttime activities. Needless to say, I felt like I was in a video game going through like a maze with like bad guys and stuff in it. Because I swear to God, like on the bridge, there's 2 guys smoking crack and just having a good old time. So then the way this goes, right, is like I have to go down once you go across the bridge, you go down an escalator or stairs or whatever, and then that takes you through this corridor where there's a bunch of like restaurants and stuff out in front of Bally's, and there's just I'm gonna assume call girls, prostitutes, people who are gonna try to hustle you for your money, and they can probably see like I mean it's kind of one of those things. You ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
You know the part where it's like he drives the Lambo back home from the golf course,
Yes.
and he thinks like everything's fine, and then like the next day they show it and it's completely fucked. I'm sure
Yes.
it was kind of a scenario like that with me. Like I feel like I'm doing the best I can to get by, but they can probably smell that like, oh, this guy's fucked up. So, but I dodged him. I dodge all these people and stuff. I get through that and stuff, and then I go, and then then you have to take. It's weird how it's set up there because then you have to take an escalator back up to get into Bally's. And then there's like this long ass tunnel, and it's creepy as shit, man, especially at night. So I got through all the call girls and stuff, and then what I see walking my way, I see this girl who I feel like is going to be the final boss because she's mini skirt, 6-inch pumps, on the phone talking to her daddy. You know, I'm like, oh my god, that's it. She is going to fucking shank me or take my money or something or try to prostitute herself out to me. I even in my even in my inebriated state, I'm visualizing this in my head, Mike. Like I'm looking up against the wall of this tunnel. I'm like, yep, she's gonna shove me right up against there, shank me, and then leave me for dead. So somehow I get through this boss. I get through all the bosses, right? Okay, and I finally make it into the lobby of the hotel. And this, folks, is like the end of Mario or something, to where you find the princess in the castle, you get a treat at the end, and this is what you're gonna like, Mike. This is the best part of this story. So I'm going through the lobby to get back to my room. Who do I see but none other than the Sandman and Bill Alfonso?
That's actually not where I thought that was going.
Oh
and
no,
that's
you haven't heard the
where-
good part yet.
Oh,
Wait for it. Okay, this is good. So Sandman sees me, and I think he could tell, okay, he's on something or something. He's like,
yeah, he's
and
something.
in classic hack, hey yo, bro, are you okay? And then, honest to God, like I've known the man for years, in the coolest and calmest and monotone voice, I just look at him and say, yeah, I'm okay, Sandman. And I just keep walking, and then I hear him talk to Alfonso. He says, hey, yo, I want whatever he's on. And yes. So I ended up in my room, and that was my first night there. Is running into the Sandman,
So good.
asking me if I was okay, and then telling Bill Alfonso he wanted to be whatever I was on. So I was honored and privileged that the Sandman of all people would say such a wonderful thing. But it's weird too, man. It's so wild because like I don't know what it is about the collectives and manias and stuff. This was the third year in the row where I had an interaction with the Sandman.
Yeah,
Like my first year was at the ECW when I was at WrestleMania 40 ECW arena. He was walking by, kind of held him up because he about fell down when he was walking the stairs.
I remember you messaging me after that show and telling me that happened.
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay.
It was,
That's
dude.
cool.
Last year I ran into him at the Palms briefly, and it was funny because I felt like a mark because I had a Sandman shirt on, just say, hey, what's up,
Yeah.
And then this year was like the piece de resistance, so it was just like, oh, okay, yeah, Sandman acknowledged that I was on something and wanted to be on the same thing, so. And the years of like everything that man's done.
Yeah,
it's like that's, I almost wear that as a badge of honor. Shit. So
yes,
but I had to share that story with you before we get too started into this, because that was just like probably my highlight of the whole weekend, was running into the Sandman at like 11:30, 12 at night.
No, that's dope as shit.
I got some other interactions I'm gonna tell you guys about too, but like I say, I wanted to start with that one for sure. But like Mike said, we're talking about our 13 favorite collective matches. You want to get right into it, buddy?
Yes. Yeah. Go with you. You start.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay. Well, man, this was hard too because I just started. Now, let me say this. I only did matches that I actually saw in person because, truth be told, I've went back and watched a couple of shows from the collective, but I haven't seen all of them. So that's what made my list. So these are all going to be matches that I saw in person, and they're all incredible. And honestly, I had a page of like fucking almost, I think, 20 plus matches on here.
It was hard to get the 13.
Yeah, it really was. They did a wonderful job. They do a great job every year, each one of these
Cards
shows.
are stacked.
But the cards were stacked. So I'm gonna kick it off with one. It was the first show, first day I was there. And I knew going into this matchup, I was so hyped to see it, and the match delivered and then some. So right now, probably one of my I would say my favorite independent wrestler, like at least internationally, is Riho. So starting off for number 13 for me was Rio and Fixin from Progress. Dude, I know. Yeah,
It's on my list later.
I knew it was going to be on your list because I know
Oh.
you love Furt Fixin.
Yes. Shout out to Vert.
It was so good. It was like it didn't matter what they did. Like you knew it was going to be good nonetheless because of their styles and stuff, man. But like Rio is, oh my god, she's so good. I got lucky enough to see her a couple years ago in Philly for the first time, and I've loved watching her ever since. Like, dude, like your current ICW heavyweight champion, not your current woman's, but your current world champion, Rio.
Yeah.
I mean, she's been killing it everywhere, and this was part of the super strong women's style 16 tournament. Which, by the way, check out Triller TV this weekend because the rest of the tournament is going to take place Sunday and Monday.
True TV is like loaded this weekend with wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. What else do they got on there? Oh yeah, this is the ECW arena show. Yeah, that's right.
On Saturday.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's going to be this Saturday. Friday night, GCW's got a show in is it no, where are they Friday? Are they Jersey or something?
Yeah, I think they're in Jersey and then Philly on Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a loaded weekend, like you say, man. But to start us off, though, I had to go with that one. Like it's just such a great match. Rio picking up the win, advancing in the super strong style 16 tournament. I expect her to win the thing, honestly, because I mean she's too badass. She's just
kind of the face of that company. Like, no offense to the rest of the men, but like she is the face of Progress, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love man like Doris and all. Their Progress has got a loaded roster, man. I tell you, that was one thing I was thinking about.
Great.
That show was phenomenal. Like I went to one. I was bummed last year I missed the Progress show because it was a midnight one. But man, I was like, oh, it's 11 a.m. I'm fucking there. Like that was one on my list. I was like, I had to be there. And it was a loaded show, like you said, man. There wasn't a miss on the show. So for me, that's why I had number 13 to kick us off.
My number 13 would be, I know it's on yours. I know a lot of people would have it higher, but my number 13 is Joey Janela Spring Break. Joey versus Brody Lee Jr.
Yeah.
First off, this kid's 13 and he works like he's a 20-year vet. I was shocked. It was impressive.
Yeah, I've got a lot to say about that, but it's a lot higher on my list, so I'll wait for it. But yes, the biggest thing I'll say with it, I was not expecting what that was.
No,
never in a million years did I think that was going to be that match.
That was weird for it to be as like technical and like actual wrestling match. I thought it was going to be a joke. I was expecting going into wrestling, like, oh, this could be some funny stuff. This ain't going to be nothing. No, they worked an actual match. Brody Lee is really be learning shit from Natty.
Yeah, it's and massive credit to Joey too, man.
And Joey,
my God,
for helping that 13-year-old, because I know, he is 13, so Joey probably did a lot of the hard lifting, but still, really fucking good.
Yeah, yep. Nope. I could say I got more to say about, but it's later on my list. But dude, you have to have it.
My number 12 is also from Joey Janela Spring Break, and it is the 6-man tag of the Rascals versus Jordan Oliver, Alec Price, and Marcus Mathers.
Dude, that match was like when they announced it, you're like, this is gonna be fucking killer.
Oh yeah, no, and it was my match of the show, the match of the show, in my opinion. 6 of my favorite wrestlers, and there's something like the Rascals are so fucking good. Any combination of the 4, and then Buster and Brain, one of the best tag teams in the world today. They have been doing phenomenal work in GCW and on TV and AEW and Ring of Honor. And then Alec Price, the Prince of Philly, is very talented.
The shit he can do, he looks like a feather the way he moves.
Yes,
it's insane. And Jordan Oliver is really like really, I think. I mean, he was great before, but I just feel like he's got like this veteran mentality now. Like he's so like he's very professional. Like to give you an idea, like behind the scenes type of deal. Like so, one of the night, I think it was for the Clusterfuck actually. we were waiting to get in, and the talent still actually like, so the way they had us is like, if you got a lanyard, you were on one side. If you had a actual single ticket, you're on the other
Yeah.
side, and then they left the middle open to get talent through. So like we saw so many people come through and stuff, but it was funny seeing Jordan and Alex come through, because Alex is just like super chill, and I've known Alex is like a fucking great guy too. They both are, but
Yeah.
like
They seem
Jordan
like
coming
really
in
cool
wearing
dudes.
like a fucking suit and shit, and Alex is wearing like just baggy like clothes and shit.
Yeah.
He's just like wearing like a jumpsuit, a tracksuit or some shit.
Yeah. Shout out to my homeboy Jay Free, who trained with Jordan in at the ZZW Wrestling Academy.
Oh, nice.
But I've talked to him, and he was like, "Yeah, they work so well together because they are complete and polar opposite human beings
Yes, very much
of
so.
like just personality wise, and that's why they work so well because they can work off each other and they're not butting heads." I was like,
Right.
"That
Yeah.
makes sense."
And of course, Marcus Mathers being in this one too, man. I mean, he's so
So
fucking good.
good. He had a few matches this weekend,
Yeah.
and
He
I've got two matches of his on my list, and it's just
so
my god.
funny. I got a funny story on Marcus Mathers. So
Oh
when
god.
when the clusterfuck was going on, like I was obviously filming stuff and whatnot, and I didn't know anybody was behind me, and I felt somebody like push off of me, and I look, and it was Marcus, and I was just like, oh, we're good, because that's the beautiful
Yeah.
thing with the clusterfuck, and
Yes.
we're gonna get into it, is like the shit they do outside of the ring and stuff, because like they kill time and stuff, so they're like, if you are, it's one thing to see the clusterfuck on TV, but if you're there, like it's literally the most entertaining thing, because like I'd see fucking Hollywood Haley J over here like taking selfies and shit, dude. Like, and if you watch the vlog, there was somebody there with a French bulldog at the clusterfuck. Like,
That's
I don't know how the dog got in, but the dog was on a leash. The dog was chilling by us for a little while. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is truly a clusterfuck.
yeah, that match was something.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah, Marcus, yeah, like all those guys in that matchup. And the Rascal's so good. Myron, huge shout out to Myron too, man. He is killing it right now. This
Yes.
stuff. He's always been great, but it's awesome to see him finally, I think, truly get his flowers. Like here from Midwest, here from Louisville, man. He is
Yes.
Myron's the fucking man. Myron's a sweetheart, dude. I've talked to him several times. He's just a good fucking dude.
What's your number 12?
My number 12, I'm going to go to a show that I have to say, Fastly, I felt was improved from last year's show. This was its second year at the Collective. I'm going to the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Show.
Great
And from
matches from that show.
my number 12, I have Masato Tanaka against Mark Davis. This match was fucking awesome. First off, it's great to see Masato Tanaka. So this was my actual first time seeing a match of his like all the way through, because
Oh
he
yeah.
was at the ECW arena at that one show I was at a couple years
Yeah.
ago, but I had to get out of there
Leave
just because
because
of
you went to
traffic and
another show.
shit, so I couldn't. Yeah, so unfortunately I missed him, but it was cool to get him to see him in this match. I got to see him a couple times actually this weekend, but
Yeah.
against Mark Davis, it's one of those matches you don't think about, but it's like,
And he,
okay.
badass.
Oh, it was great, man. They were laying into each other and shit, beating the whole lot of hell out of each other. Mark Davis is a stud too, by the way. Like, I mean, seeing him like he's a big man. Like,
Yes.
being up close, because I remember seeing I walking through the casinos and shit, and he was just chilling with his girlfriend and stuff. And yes, ladies and guys, the ass is bodacious. If you're wondering,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what they don't call him Dunkzilla for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, like it's yeah, it was pretty outrageous. But no, the match is great. Huge win for Mark Davis, I thought too, as well. Man, they were trading
Yeah.
some blows back and forth there, some chair shots and shit. Like, it was great just to see Tanaka, man. Like, it was cool too because I got to see Tanaka like at his table, and he was just like he was super nice and happy to be there and like meet all the fans and shit and stuff. Like, Tanaka's a good dude as well. You could just tell. But That matchup is badass. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch the Mark Hitchcock show. There's a lot, like Mike says, and we'll talk about some more of them. There's a lot of good matches on that show. But that's my number 12.
What's your number 11?
Okay, my number 11. So, my list is a mix of like just great wrestling matches and then just matches I just loved and enjoyed, and they're ridiculous. And we're gonna get into the ridiculous realm here, because my match at number 11, it does come from what is always, I think, one of the best shows every collective. It's got the best crowd by far. I don't care what anybody says. If you go to only one show at a collective, you have to go to an Effie's Big Gay Brunch. They are so fucking good. So my number 11, because when they announced this, I was just like, okay, I don't care. I just love the name. I'm going with Pero's Twink Gauntlet from Effie's Big Gay Brunch.
So this is the one collective show I haven't had the time to go back and watch.
Oh,
I need to.
dude. Oh my God. Big Gay
Things are-
Brunch. I've got a couple matches off of Big Gay Brunch on mine.
Family things came up while
I
that
got
was
you. I got
happening.
you. So yeah, it was, the rules for this was kind of confusing, but it was still fucking awesome because it was like we thought it was going to be like Pero against a bunch of. So if you don't know what the terminology is with twinks, like just look it up. They're skinny guys, okay?
Yeah.
And Pero is like a massive big dude, okay?
Yeah, they're usually skinny hairless kid, like young
Yes.
men. And
Pero's
a big burly
hairy man.
a bear.
He's a bear. He is a bear. So the way this match went down. What's that?
I said allies over here.
Yeah.
You use the right.
Oh no, dude.
You use the right terminology.
Yes, we do, because we love the LGBTQ community. My God, though. But so this matchup, yeah. So Pero comes out, and then it's like it starts off with like just a gauntlet of like individuals and tag teams wrestling and stuff. So it's kind of got like some elements of the clusterfuck to it, because you're kind of like, okay, this is kind of confusing. And I was so excited because the first entrance was somebody I know and have seen several times, and this she was making her first Big Gay Brunch appearance, was Gwen Neodonna, who wrestles here in Indianapolis. I was hyped as shit to see her.
Cool.
Here in Indy, she's part of a tag team called Gay. But dude, she's awesome. She's fucking awesome. I've seen her at Wrestle Arts. I've seen her at a couple other shows. She's a really great wrestler. But it was cool as shit seeing her on this show. But the match, yeah, it has multiple different people coming into it and stuff. And then you get kind of towards the end of it where you have like CPAs in it. And then you had a shout out to Hunter Drake. He's another guy who we see quite a bit of here in our area. And he took a nasty bump, dude. It was crazy. So Pero gets in the ring, and there's a couple competitors.
Oh, I saw this clip on Twitter
where he power bombs him out the ring
I
through the
thought
chairs.
he died.
Yeah, that was sick, dude. It was like, whoa. And then like it gets down pretty much to like CPA and Pero.
That's funny.
And then so the
CPA gimmick.
And CPA is fucking awesome. I love CPA.
CPA is a great.
He's
a
incredible.
great talent, and that gimmick's hilarious.
Oh my God, so good. Let's go, girls. So it gets down to them, and then what was cool this year with Big Gay Brunch is they had a special host, Cosmo. Now, if you don't know who Cosmo is, Cosmo, you've probably seen her, or because or him. I'm sorry, I forget how either him or her. I'm sorry, or they. Let's say that. Yeah. But anyways, if you've seen that viral clip where like you hear the gravelly voice talking about like, so my father then moved out to LA, and then like,
oh yes,
that's who that is. Okay,
that's hilarious. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Cosmo comes out and says like, wait a minute, this Twink Gauntlet, how do you fight a bear? There's only one way you can fight a bear, with another bear. And then Bear Bronson comes out and
I
it's
now have to watch this. 'Cause
yes. Then
that's
Bear
fucking
Bronson and Pero like are kind of doing their thing, and it's just hilarious. And ultimately, CPA wins the Twink Gauntlet, and at the end you have Bear Bronson and Pero kind of staring each other down, and then CPA is kind of like the little cuck
Yeah.
that comes in, it seems like, and it's like that they just have like a three-way kiss and shit. It's just fucking hilarious. Just watch it. It's fucking amazing.
Right after everything ended, I saw Bear's wife tweet
Oh,
out.
Naomi. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gabby. Gabby's
I saw
fucking
Gabby.
awesome.
I saw Gabby tweet that more people kissed her husband that week than she did, and I thought
That's
that was hilarious.
that's pretty factual. Yeah, that's pretty factual because it happens in the clusterfuck too. So.
Yes, and I was like, "That's fucking great that
and they
you had to watch."
and the cool thing is in the clusterfuck, like did you see the clusterfuck?
I did watch the
Yeah.
cluster. I
In
stayed
the
up for the
clusterfuck, yeah,
I stayed up for the clusterfuck.
there's hints of that in the clusterfuck. There's kind of
Yes,
stuff
and they
from
referenced
the
it
Twink Gauntlet.
on.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
no, I haven't watched the color commentary or anything like
yeah,
that. So okay, so they do talk about it. Okay,
yeah.
nice. So, but the Twink Gauntlet, it's just I remember the first time I saw it, I was at Big Gay Brunch in Chicago, and like it ended up like Baby Bop came out. Well, hell, you know what? I think I got the fucking clip of that here. Let me. Yeah, this is like one of my all-time favorite clips from any show I've ever been to. Is this? Yes,
I
baby.
remember that. I remember you sending me that clip.
Oh god, it's so good, so good. I was still hyped for Baby Bop. Every time they do a Twink Gauntlet, I always hope Baby Bop's gonna come out. But anyways, like for me, that's my number 11 was the Twink Gauntlet from Big Gay Brunch.
That's fucking great. My number 11, probably one of my favorite shows of the week. And I know it was the first show of the week. You weren't at this, but Podermania
Mm.
was really good. Really good. Great matches. And my
I
number
did go
11,
back and watch it. It's yeah, you're
yes,
right. It's a great show.
my number 11 is, and I have a couple matches from the show, but my number 11 is Izzy Moreno versus Gypsy Mac versus Brittany Brooks.
Oh, that was solid.
It was a very good match. I know, of course, of Izzy, the fandom. My first time actually ever watching Izzy wrestle, really good. Like I was very impressed. I love Gypsy Mac and Brittany Brooks. Brittany Brooks is one of my favorite female wrestlers out there on the Indies. I think Brittany Brooks is
Mhm.
talented as shit and should be on television on every week, in my opinion.
Oh, it's inevitable, I
Yeah.
think. Like she's got it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Boda Bell, these three girls kind of was like kicked ass, and it was like, and this was right after that weird ass street fight that happened.
Oh, with Nikki XS.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
like it was really good, like actual wrestling match after the craziness of what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
But
No, that's a solid one.
yeah,
That's a great matchup. Izzy, it's impressive to me. Like from day one, she's been good, but like her skill set, she keeps getting better and better, man.
yes,
Like she's going to be another one you talk about who in no time where she's in a major company.
absolutely, absolutely. My number 10, and this is from the March Hickok Memorial Show, which again, a loaded pack show. And this was my match of the night for that show. And it's Big Shotty Lee and Blake Christian versus Subculture.
Oh man, that was a solid tag
Holy
match.
fucking shit, this tag match was great.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but Big Shotty and Blake Christian should be getting tag belts on AEW. They need to be shown more on Wednesdays.
Why they're not the Ring of Honor tag team champions, I have no fucking idea.
Or that too. Yes.
Yeah.
They are fucking phenomenal as a tag team.
Oh yeah.
I
The Subculture is awesome too. That was their second match
that's
of the
another
day
thing.
too.
Subculture, one of the best teams in the UK. And
Mhm.
it was just a match made in heaven. I was like, I want to see these two teams wrestle all the fucking time.
Yeah, they were the opener on the Progress show, and that was a badass match too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a terrific tag team matchup there. Blake's always Blake. I mean, cousin Blake. Shout out to cousin Blake. But he's always killing, and he's always his game has just gotten so much better too, man. Like he's always fun to watch, and that him with Big Shotty. I mean, that's a good team, man. The Swirl.
Yes.
I mean, they kind of write themselves. It's like you say they should be the tag team champions already.
Yes. Phenomenal.
It was a great tag match, though.
Yeah. What is your number 10?
Okay, number 10, I'm going back to zaniness and craziness. We mentioned it before. There was no way I was going to have a list and not have this match on here. It's the clusterfuck. It's the
I figured you would. I didn't because I
Yeah.
knew you would want to talk about that.
Oh,
fucking
it's the
wildness of a match.
it's so the way the collective is designed, like the clusterfuck being the last match of the week of the collective is fucking genius, I think, because it's just there's no real storytelling in this or anything like that, anything specific.
No.
I mean, it's just let's have fucking fun.
Yeah.
Let's be stupid. Let's be
Very stupid.
silly.
There was wild shit happening.
I mean, it lived up to the hype and then some. I mean, you had some incredible. I love how we started with Man Like DeReese and Marcus Mathers, which was awesome. And then, I forget the name of the dude. I'd never seen him before, but the guy who come out third was like that big motherfucker. Like,
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name, but like, I mean, you had a little bit of everybody, like all the GCW mainstays and a lot of the different independent talent and stuff in this one.
There were gimmicks I had not seen or heard of before. There was some wild shit.
Yes, absolutely. I'd never heard of Mullet Man before. Never
the Tiger
Cereal Man. Like, who the
Yes.
fuck is Cereal Man? I guess Cereal Man is a staple in Circle 6 or something. So
Okay, yeah,
never fucking heard of him. And I was like, what?
And then they did the Invisible Man thing that ran
Oh,
for
every
like
time they
5
always do the
minutes.
Invisible Man's great.
Everyone was getting their ass beat, but there was a point in the match with the Invisible Man stuff where I sat there, I was like, it is too late and I am too sober for this shit.
Oh man. Like I
'Cause
think
it was like
Invisible
1
Man.
o'clock over here.
I think Invisible Man. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was 1:30. Like because the show didn't even get over till 2:30 your time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a point too where the Invisible Man had like literally tossed. The Invisible Man probably had the most eliminations in the match. I guarantee.
Yes, it was crazy.
I bet the Invisible Man had like 20 eliminations. It was insane.
Yeah.
And then I loved oh my god, this is terrible. I'm drawing a blank on his name.
the sleepy guy.
No, well, Sleepy. No, but I was so when the Invisible Man came out, he was introduced by the guy who used to be with the Lucha Brothers in
Yes.
AEW. Alex, is it
Yes.
Alexander?
Yes, Alex.
Yeah.
And he was doing that gimmick where he was like, I'm trying to find the most over man in
Yes.
wrestling, and he came out with like 7 different wrestlers.
He came out with, and then he brings out the Invisible Man. And the Invisible Man turns on him and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
it was so good. And also we got trolled too because Enter the Sandman starts playing. We're like, holy shit, no way, Sandman's coming out, and it's Joey.
Yeah.
So Joey Janela comes out. By the way that the Invisible Man got eliminated was fucking amazing.
Beautiful.
Joey Janela doing the "I'm sorry, I love you" and the
Yes.
super kick. Because if you don't know, Joey Janela is kind of like the creator behind the whole Invisible Man shtick and stuff. So, that was so fucking great. There was the dinosaur when the three dinosaurs came out.
That's where I was like, I am too sober. It's too late for this shit. Was the dinosaurs. I was like, what's happening? What is and the bomb that killed them or whatever, the extinction, the spray.
Yeah.
I was like, because
remember, in the clusterfuck, you can either be eliminated by pinfall, submission, thrown over the top rope, leave the arena, or death. So the dinosaurs, unfortunately,
Went extinct again.
bit the bullet. But every year they always get a couple like big, retired wrestlers or names
Yes.
from the past or whatever. And like D'Lo Brown coming out, I popped.
That was great. Coming off from commentary, that was
See,
beautiful.
somebody said something about, and I was like, I didn't even know he was doing commentary.
He was, and that was the best part because they showed him, and he takes off the headset, does his little head shake, and then walks into the ring.
Yeah,
that's fucking amazing.
I mean, he looked great too, man. Like he had some cool moments, and then Heath Slater later on coming out too.
Slater had some hilarious moments this weekend, by the way.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of great other talent in it too. I know I'm missing some names. Oh, the stuff they did with the power slap, kind of like the wrestlers who compete in that. They kind of had that spot was in this show
with Juicy and what's her name,
Hollywood Haley J. And then there was another guy too who I didn't know he was power slap until I saw a clip of him. I
don't forget what that guy's name is, but yeah.
Speaking of Hollywood Haley J, her being eliminated by 25 Cent.
That's where I popped. I called a friend of mine late at night who's a hip hop fan, doesn't watch wrestling, and showed him 25 Cent because it was the fucking greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, it was so fucking good, man. There's so much. Also, throwback to the Twink Gauntlet stuff too. It was great seeing Gabby in this too. Which, by the way, like if you follow her Instagram and stuff, I know originally she wasn't supposed to be in the clusterfuck. Because it was just kind of like it just ended up working its way out. She had a great performance in the clusterfuck, I thought.
I love Gabby.
I love Gabby too. She's awesome. This is my first time seeing her live, but I have followed her for a while. But yeah, she's awesome.
Great talent.
And then you get down to it ultimately, and Shotzi is the one who is victorious.
Yes. Shout out to Shotzi. She had a good week.
Shotzi had an amazing weekend, man. But to round it out with winning the clusterfuck, I had a feeling like I was talking to my friends. We were kind of like trying to throw around who we thought we could win it, and like Shotzi was one of those names I had in my head. Like I can see Shotzi winning this thing.
There was a time there where he was getting over so much, and they were having him eliminate someone. I was like, they're gonna have the Invisible Man win this. They're going to have the Invisible Man win the clusterfuck.
Hey, a child won it last year, so why not the Invisible Man, I guess?
Yeah. I sat there and I was like, it's going to be the Invisible Man or one of these dinosaurs. This is what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah. But no, man, the clusterfuck, it's just a fun match. You don't have to put a whole lot. Just sit back, relax, enjoy about like a crazy-ass 2-hour plus Royal Rumble on crack and steroids. That's what the clusterfuck is.
Very much so.
But I had to have it on my list, so that was my number 10.
Your number 10. It is my number 9 now, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or if you want me to go, it doesn't matter.
My number 9 is from the PWU Hybrid Show. Lacey Lane, Priscilla Kelly, and Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did go back and watch the Hybrid Show too. That looked like a good show.
It was a really good show. But yeah, no, 3 phenomenal just women wrestlers just having again, the women wrestling during the High Collective was fucking really impressive.
Really solid.
The women put on this week. I have to give it to them. They really did. And this was another triple threat match that was just from bell to bell, like greatness. Like Priscilla Kelly and Lacey Lane, those 2 youngins, being able to get in the ring with, a 25-year vet in Mercedes Martinez, who's, at the end of her career. And I think that's another one that why it hits home is because I know she's retiring soon and she's on her tour. So it was just good to see her get her flowers during that match also.
She also, if I remember correctly, she won that matchup, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, that was a good matchup. Like you said, there's a lot of good women's matches from the collective this year, especially. Okay, so I guess we did mess it up because I didn't do my number 9. So I'll do my number 9 and then we'll go back and if you want, yeah. All right, so my number 9, it's my first matchup from Joey Janela Spring Break. And you just knew this matchup was going to be like just a car crash from the get go. But like, what a way to start the show! I went with the ladder scramble at number 9.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
it's just chaotic is the best way to describe this matchup. Like, I mean, from first off, the entrances were awesome. Viper's entrance, oh my god, that was so fucking cool. With the Tolos and then the riding the
Yes.
little bicycle down.
I
And
love
shit.
her entrance. The
Oh
Lena
my god.
Cholo, especially when she gets in full gimmick with the gear,
Mhm.
the shirts. I forgot what you call them. The
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah,
The
forgot what the design's called.
yeah, I know what you mean though. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um so that was great. I didn't even realize I knew there was like 6 or 7. I think there was 10 total competitors in the matchup.
For the
For,
No, I think it was like 6.
no, it was more than 6. I
Was
mean,
it 6?
yeah, it was a lot. Like it's
Okay.
here, let me see if I can pull
Oh,
it up.
yeah, because there was a surprise with Masato.
Yeah, that was the first thing I was gonna say is when Masato Tanaka popped up, we're like, what? And
Yeah,
like, God, he looked great.
yeah, because
Um,
he wasn't even listed on the card.
no, he was like a surprise entrant, him coming out and like getting in Charles Mason's which by the way, going into it, I didn't even realize Charles Mason was in the damn matchup. Like I just
I
thought I knew
Yeah,
Manders was in it because he won the and I knew Man Like DeReese because I follow him on social media. But yeah, the rest of like everybody that was in this was
I think they
crazy.
only announced a couple. I think they wanted the rest to be.
Yeah, I think they'll. Yeah, I think you're right. So let's see here what the grand total was. Oh, it was 11 wrestlers, and of course, it's not going to list me every wrestler. Why would it? Yeah, because Tanaka was, like you say, was the surprise here. Um,
Let me.
but I don't know. You may find it faster than me. It's
And that was the Joey Janela Spring Break.
10.
Uh, so it's one called Manders,
Yep.
Bear Bronson, Charles Mason, Ringo Loco,
Cypress, of course. Yeah.
Manoik Derice, Masato, Shotzi, Sidney Akeem, Teriyaki, Vengador, and Vibros.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. And then of course the moment of the match though by far was like where everything changed is when Fingador hit the ropes and you saw it in that
That
highlight
was
video. It was like holy shit. Like then the ring rope broke. So I don't like fans kind of speculate, oh, I think it was part I'm pretty positive that was not supposed to happen. And the reason I
not the
say
way
that
he landed.
no.
He looked like he got hurt.
No, he recovered somehow amazingly. It was crazy because it's like, oh, he's out of this matchup. But no, he
Yeah.
got up and did some major spots. But I think what had happened because we were waiting to get, and I know I told this in our chat, but like so, I came down. It's like so that show was supposed to start 7. I come down
Yes.
like literally where I'm staying there at Bally's. So like I was coming down and like I just show my lanyard, get right in. So it's like 6:30. I'll get there a little early or whatever. So I come down and I see this massive line, but I'm thinking it's for like WrestleCon. There's something going on with WrestleCon because you got to go past WrestleCon before you
Yeah.
get where the collective is. So I get up there and I see like, holy shit, this is the line for Joey's Spring Break. So then I have to come all the way back around. And literally, dude, by the time I get to the end of this line, it's pretty much at the front of Bally's.
Yes.
So I kid you not, the mile had to have been at least a quarter mile long. It was insane. Like Spring Break was the biggest show they did that weekend by far. Like
That's
it
what
was
I
insane the amount of fucking people there.
makes sense.
But I think what happened was because we got in late, the show got started late. They were rushing to put shit back together, and I don't think they got the rope tight enough. Because remember, what was before this was Bloodsport.
Yes.
So they were fixing the ring and shit. I don't think it got fixed all the way. So thus, that's what led to that crazy spot. But then just everybody getting their shit in and stuff, and then improvising with just there being like you can only do stuff off the second rope. And there were some guys who did some shit like fucking first of all, Masato Tanaka doing a hurricanrana off the second rope.
Yeah,
The
that was
fuck?
amazing.
Yeah, and then like man like Doris doing a 450 off the second rope, and then you had fucking other guys and girls like jumping off that damn thing. It was crazy. And then the Shotzi and Viper's kissing on top of the ladder was awesome.
That
Like
was
Viper's, man, dude, she was all over the place that week. Like she
she
got
was.
she got a lot of action, man. She kissed a lot of girls. Good for Viper's.
Yes.
She
Good for her.
she was getting her some, but no, that match was crazy chaotic. And then you have, of course, one called Manders picking up the win, grabbing the brass ring.
This
And
is
then
the moment I wanted to talk about.
George Kittle.
Yes. How the
I had no
fuck
idea
is
he was
that?
fucking there.
Yeah. How was that as a crowd seeing that motherfucker walk in the ring?
We were all like, wait a minute. We didn't know who it was at first. We're like, wait, is that fucking George Kittle?
So apparently he left Mania to go to that and was just hanging out with the wrestlers and was like, I'm going.
Well, I don't. Did you read the backstory on that with him?
No.
Oh, you're going to find this fascinating. Had no idea. The reason that he was there for that, him and Manders were college roommates. They played football together.
They did play college ball.
Yeah.
I forgot.
At Iowa or whatever. Yeah.
At Iowa.
So that's
That
why he was
makes
there.
sense.
Yeah. So they were roommates together. They played football together, and yeah,
Actually,
he was
them
there to
being
show
roommates
support.
makes a lot of sense, actually.
You
'Cause
think
that
about it
motherfucker
now.
drinks beer. That motherfucker drinks beer a lot.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you saw this, but Manders has already said where he's cashing it in. He's going to cash it in at the Iowa show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which, man, we may have a new GCW champion. I don't know, but
They
that ladder
should.
match was crazy, dude. Like, and it was funny too, like because they were trying to actively like put the ring back together, and like Charles
Yes.
Mason and characters just like, nope, fuck you,
Yeah.
we're gonna go with it. But dude, that match was with the crazy shit that happened in it and how it went down. Like they did an amazing job, and the crowd was red hot for it. They fucking loved it. A great opener. You can't ask for a better opener than that ladder scramble matchup. So that was my number 9.
Okay. My number 8 is a match you talked about, and the match I was looking forward to most during the week when it got announced, and it is Vert versus Rio. If anyone follows me on social media, you know that I promote Vert Vixen wherever she goes and whatever match she's doing. She's one of the nicest people I've gotten to know and talk to on TikTok. Former Defy Women's Champion, first ever Defy Women's Champion. She's done phenomenal stuff in Texas. She works with Metroplex with Athena. She's working at the reality of wrestling. She works with at Dustin's Wrestling Academy. She calls Dustin coach all the time on social media. But yeah, just a phenomenal talent. And Rio, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best wrestler in the UK right now.
Absolutely.
Just a phenomenal talent. So to see two of my favorite women wrestlers finally get in the ring and beat each other up was just fucking phenomenal. I kind of wish someone else won.
That's
But,
understandable.
that's the biased motherfucker in me, and I am not afraid to say that.
I get it. Yep, she's
But
your
yeah,
girl.
my number 8 is Vert versus Rio.
Hell yeah. That was awesome. That was a solid one. So for my number 8, it's going to be definitely in your wheelhouse. And I got to say, I was not expecting this match to be exactly what it was. And I love this show too because it was like that all the matches had unique titles, but we really didn't know what the fuck they were. And then when they started getting ready for this matchup and it was the main event, and it was just like, oh, fuck, that's a lot of light tubes. So I'm going with the match from the Death Invitational, the 3-way tag team matchup, which is like a death match wrestling fans' wet dream with all the names in this.
Yes. Oh my God, this was the greatest thing in the world. I didn't have it on here, and I forgot to. But yes, it's very an honorable
So you
mention.
had Nick Gage, Matt Tremont against El Desperado and Jun Kasai, and then against Rina Yamska and I always forget the other guy's name, Masaki or whatever.
Takita.
Today, thank you. Yeah, Takia.
Takita.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh my
God. I
god!
like when I seen him start bringing all the ladders out or the light tubes, I was like, oh shit.
And the funny thing is, and what I love about this match is June and Nick.
What up, Huge Pop? How you doing, buddy? Man, they're
Oh
killing
yeah,
it.
what up, Huge
Shout out
Pop?
to Huge Pop. They could do some
Yes.
awesome interviews. But yeah, this match, holy shit, was it good?
Yes,
Like,
phenomenal. It was a deathmatch wrestling dream. Jun Kansai and Nick Gage have so much history that it's
it was so good. Like the stuff that they were doing.
like the old school ZZW fan of me was like, oh, it's the Hate Club versus the Big Deals all over again. I fucking love this.
And then, like, shout out to El Desperado.
Yes, he put on a phenomenal card.
Yeah. But man, like during this matchup, like he got to the point where the mask was ripped and he was just like, fuck it, I don't need a
Yes.
mask. Like, which
Yeah,
by the way, El Desperado, good looking guy, dude. Like
even bloody as fuck.
bloody as fuck, but good looking guy, dude. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, you guys keep doing great too. You guys are killing it. But yeah, like I say, the reason this stuck out so much is just I wasn't expecting it to be that violent and stuff. And I gotta say,
I knew it was going to be this way as soon as Jun Kasai and Nick Gage got announced, and I was like, "Oh, these two are going to kill each other."
I should have known better. Yeah,
Yes.
but I didn't think like with the venue how that would work. And huge shout out to the GCW crew and everybody working because what they did, I don't know if you noticed this or not. Like in between they say they literally came out and just tarped everything ringside.
Yes.
So like, yeah. It was that match was crazy as fuck though.
As someone who watched Nick Gage and Jun Kasai light each other on fire on a regular basis when I was in elementary school when I shouldn't be watching that shit. Yeah, I knew what it was gonna be.
And then but my friends Greg and Emily were with me, of course, watching this, and they were like mesmerized too. And I think it was their first real like death match in person. So
Oh, they got to watch two goats go at it for their
right,
first deathmatch show. That's awesome.
yeah, it was, dude. It was so fucking great. Like so that for me, I had to put on here just because, like, I mean, it was quite the sight to see. That was my number 8.
Okay. My number 7. Oh, no, your number 7.
You want me to? Okay, I'll do my So my number 7 was and we're gonna talk about we mentioned because you and I talked about this behind the scene. We're gonna talk about some talents that we thought stuck out from the collective and stuff.
Yeah.
And this match involves one of them because this is my first time ever seeing her in person. And I am a massive fan of hers now. But I'm gonna go to the show from Friday at 11. I'm talking about the World on Lucha. My number 7 was Thunder Rosa against Julissa Mexa. Never seen her before, Julissa Mexa. Holy shit, that girl can fucking go.
Yes.
She is
it's one of those ones that I had like later in my list or that I kicked it off at like because 13's difficult with these stacked cards.
It is hard. It's very hard, yeah. But this match just stuck out to me because this is my first time seeing her, and like from the get go, she just is so engaging with the crowd, and just like her, she did such a great job in this matchup, and it's like a dream matchup for her against Thunder Rosa, and it's always great to see Thunder. Thunder kills it, man.
Facts.
They did a great job working the crowd and stuff too. Like the crowd was super into it. I think this was the second match on or the second or third match on the World on Lucha. So it's still early, like it's still 11 a.m. ish, there. So everybody's still kind of waking up and stuff, but the crowd woke up for this one, man. Like and you can see it in our vlog too. They were like literally right in front of us, like working and stuff. It was so awesome. But this was one of my favorite women's matches of the weekend. Was this matchup? It was awesome. And and since then, of course, I've had to look up Julissa Mexa, and dude, she's got some killer work. I guarantee you, she's gonna be a name you're gonna be talking about in a couple years, like a household name. She'll be working for in a very big
Oh,
company, making an impact.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So that was my
Uh,
number 7.
my number 7, actually, how you feel about Julissa Maxa, I feel about two of these guys because it was my first time watching them, and it's Reese Maddox and Channing Decker versus Ho Ho Loon and Law Australia from the Gate of the Gate of Sin City card. I
Nice.
had not watched or knew anything about Reese Maddox
Mhm.
and Channing Decker. Um, and Reese Maddox specifically, 18 years old,
Yep.
19 years old, and
Just a bite.
was fucking phenomenal. That is the high flying, the technical wrestling, that like I was super impressed for someone as young as he is to work in the ring the way he does. And this match, again, Ho Ho Loon, what and Australia, two of the best from Dragon Gate, like Dragon Gate legends. So yeah, that match was just really fucking good. Um,
I did
and
not get to see it, but I can imagine it being great. I know we've known Reese for a little while now because he got started around our area. Matter of fact,
oh,
he was in the second ever Schmitty. He was a part of the Schmitty.
okay.
Uh, but he's really great, man. Like you say, he's young too. Just turned
Like
8. Well, I say just turned. I mean, he less than a year, obviously, but like 18. He's been doing it for a couple of years now too. So and he just keeps getting better and better. He actually was at last year's Dragon Gate show.
okay,
Believe it or not, he was and I got to see him there. He was part of the Clusterfuck last year. He's part of the Clusterfuck this year. Yeah, he's great, man. He's another guy you're gonna be watching like rise up. I could see him in a couple years kind of being where Marcus Mathers is if he keeps going the way he's
yes.
going.
Oh,
So yeah,
absolutely.
he's awesome. That's a good one.
Yes. My number
6, right?
yeah, but I'm checking something real quick.
Oh, breaking news. No. So I do got another story I can tell you real quick while you're looking that up. Like, and this one you kind of talked about earlier. So talk about meeting wrestlers and stuff. Um, I think this was after. It's fine. I think this was after World on Lucha. Yeah, because I was going back up to my room, and like I say, you see a ton of wrestlers, and I hop on the elevator, and who also gets on the elevator with me? None other than the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada. So I'm literally on an elevator with Okada and like whoever his helper is or whatever. And I'm wearing my WCW jacket, and he just was like, "Oh, I love your WCW jacket." So we talked about that briefly, and I just told him like how much I loved him and like his career. He's such a nice guy, so modest too. I was like, "You're incredible," and so he's like, "Oh, no, I'm okay, I'm okay." But let me tell you, this is how an interaction with a wrestler outside of like a meet and greet or something should go. Did I ask him for a picture? No. Didn't need to because we had a pleasant conversation. And I know he was just coming from a meet and greet. So, like, Jesus Christ, I'm not going to bug the shit out of the guy. Let him get some rest or something. So, and it's a memory that I'll cherish, being the fact that I was in an elevator with Okada. So, you don't have to. So, that's a lesson for you fans out there. You don't necessarily have to like take fucking pictures with everybody too. Now, if I'm doing a deeper dive, though, here's the funny part of this story. So, why was I going to my room? I'm going to keep it 100 with you all. I had to take a shit. Like, I met Okada and it was clenching my butt cheeks because I had to shit really bad. So it was just like, okay, I love you, Okada. Bye. I got to go take a shit. I'm on the 20th floor. You're on the 21st floor. I love you. Oh, God, I'm going to shit. So, yeah, I met Kazuchika Okada while my bowels were in a disarray. True story.
That's hilarious. So sorry, I
So,
was missing a number off my list, and
ah,
so I had to figure something out. My number 6, Marcus Mathers facing one of his heroes in Susumu Yokosuka at the Dragon Gate show.
Oh, okay. I did not see that. Okay.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful. Marcus Mathers fits so well with the Dragon Gate Japanese style of wrestling. And Susumu is again one of the greats of Dragon Gate. So yeah, no, Marcus Mathers held his own, and it's just a perfect storytelling of that style of professional wrestling.
Wow.
Go back and
Nice.
watch the Dragon Gate show.
Marcus, he actually, I'm pretty sure he was in the opening matchup of yeah, I'm positive. He was in the opener of Dragon Gate's rebirth in the US like last year. I was at that
Yes, he
show.
was.
Yeah, that was an awesome matchup. I remember. But yeah, I can only imagine. And Marcus is another one of those guys. He's blowing up right now, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anything him's gonna be good. So I need to go back. I need to watch the Dragon Gate and that Dragon Gate
Yes.
show. And you know how you can do that, folks at home? I'll tell you. We'll tell you how. You can go watch it on Triller TV. They got the replays of all the collective shows. So
I was rewatching them the last couple of days,
there you go. So
trying to make those lists because it was difficult as shit.
was very challenging. So we're on number 6 now, right?
Yeah, you're number 6.
Number 6. Okay. My number 6, I'm going to go back to the Progress show. When they announced this matchup, I was stoked because I was like, this is going to go hard. And these are probably two of my favorite guys right now. I'm talking about the main event for the Progress Men's World Championship. Man like Darius defending against Michael Oku. Oh, this match was so fucking good. First of all, I love Man like Darius. Man like Darius deserves all the flowers. He deserves everything. That dude, once if he decides he wants to work here in the States, man, wherever he goes, he's gonna fucking be a megastar.
Yes.
He's so fucking good. So good. I'm sure we reported on this on PW60. I'm sure you're familiar with the story where he met the old ladies on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah, so fucking awesome. If you guys don't know, so when he was flying over from the UK, he met this group of older gals. There was like 4 of them. And I guess they were coming to Vegas to spread one of the ladies' late husband's ashes there at the MGM Grand or whatever. So they got to know each other and talk, and he invited them to Joey Janela's spring break. And sure enough, they showed up to Joey Janela's spring break to watch his matchup. And now, like, he's invited them to the like a Progress show and stuff. But it's like, man, like, they're so fucking good. But Michael Oku, my God, we know how good he is.
Why isn't he on TV in the States is crazy to me.
Well, I think it's because there's just such a demand for him in the UK too, as well.
That's
And that's one thing too. I don't think we talked nearly about. Like, it took a long time, I think, for the UK independent wrestling scene to get back on track because it got gutted so badly by fucking NXT UK. But dude, it's healthy as shit nowadays. Like with Progress, with ICW, Rev Pro, WXW, Eve, like all of those promotions are fucking awesome right now. But no, this matchup was a clash of styles, but like you saw some great stuff. Also, you have Brody Lee Jr. in the corner of Man Like Darius, which was awesome to see. The stuff with him and Amiri, which by the way, Amiri's so fucking good as like as a talent. Like she's gorgeous, number one, but like she's just so good with like her interactions and stuff, and she can play like the cowardly heel or the sweet baby face. Like yeah,
Great
she's so good. But where the part where Brody throws the water on him and stuff was awesome. The start of this matchup was crazy too, because it was like Michael Oku came out of the gate and you're like, holy shit, is this going to end early? But and then of course Darius with the use of the sharpshooter was awesome. Like the Progress show was one of my favorites of the collective, but that match in particular was my favorite. So that was my number 6, was Michael Oku and Man Like Darius for the Progress Men's World Championship.
What's your number 5?
Number 5, we're going to do another world title matchup. And this matchup I was super stoked for. I was super hyped to see one of the competitors in this matchup because this was my first time seeing them in person. And if I believe, if I'm right here, This was their first time in this as the character in the States here. And I'm talking about the GCW World Title match from Joey Janela's Spring Break. Atticus Koger defended against Hayabusa.
Yes.
It
The new
was, right?
Hayabusa. This was his first time in the States. The new Hayabusa.
Oh my God, I was so hyped to see new Hayabusa. That young man, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like he is a great heir apparent to the late great Hayabusa.
Yes.
I mean, shit. I thought for a moment I was like, "Holy fuck!" Because he's got the mannerisms and everything down. The way he got into the ring and shit, doing that springboard stuff, and the way this match started was crazy. With like Hayabusa like doing the dive to the outside right off the bat, and that happened like right in front of us. I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking awesome!"
Phenomenal match.
Koger is so good too, as well.
He
Koger,
is.
like I know he's the GCW champion and stuff, but give him his flowers. Like
He can actually wrestle. Like he's a really good. Like
don't pigeonhole him as just like a deathmatch guy. He's so fucking good.
Yeah, I was watching him. I used to watch him like pre deathmatch shit when him and Otis just did tag team stuff in Ohio. So good.
Yeah, but that match was.
Oh, the match is phenomenal.
Yeah, but the video packages he does too as well, and his before
Atticus talking about how this isn't the real, like he's not taking this seriously because it's not, and then he uses the first Hayabusa's like government name.
Yeah,
and I was just like, oh, you give no fucks. I love this from Atticus.
Yeah, like everything with Fandom 48, like they're killing it right now. They had a huge weekend.
They did. They had a bloody weekend.
Jesus Christ, the spot with Atticus where he like does the moonsault through the chairs. I was like,
did you watch the PWU show? The hybrid?
No, I did. Well, I saw parts of it. Oh, I think okay. Yeah, they have with the blackout, wasn't it against Blackout?
Yeah, blackout and face.
I saw some of it, yeah.
That's a blood. You want to see a bloody brawl.
That one is. Yeah, because Blackout was wearing all white too, if I remember.
Yes, they came out in the white suits, the way John Travolta shoots. But that gets bloody quick.
But I love this matchup, dude. I love the Spring Break was such a great show. If you said pick me a show of the weekend, it's that one for sure. Like because its start from finish is just incredible. Like that Spring Break, like had probably the best opening 3 matches, I think. Well, even 4 really. Like fucking because they go from because it kicked off with the ladder scramble, then it was the 6-man tag that you talked about, and then they go right into this matchup for the GCW title, and then even after that we get into Sam Stackhouse and KJ Orso against Jurassic Express. Like everything was so fucking great about Spring Break. Not a dull moment. But yeah, for me that's what I had was my number. Oh, you know what? I fucked up. Actually, we're going to say it's our number 5. I flip-flopped here by accident, but yes, that's my number 5.
My number 5 is from the Progress Show, and it's Subculture versus Kuru and LJ Clary.
Yes.
My first time seeing LJ and Kuru.
Me too. Yeah.
I know of LJ because of who his fiance is.
Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah. But no, that kid can go. Him and Kuru were like, and I've been hearing about Kuru recently a lot. Like a lot of my friends who are UK wrestling fans are telling me to go watch Kuru matches and how great he is. Yeah.
I'd never heard of him until that, man. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. It was really good.
And again, Subculture, they're just one of the best.
Yeah. Yeah, the Subculture is I'm shocked they're not like the Progress tag champions, but there's some good tag teams over there.
Yes,
don't get me wrong,
that tag team division is stacked.
Solid. Yeah. Can I tell you a story here real quick about me heading into the Progress show?
Yes.
Because this was my first show at the Collective, so I got there a little early and stuff. It was very chill and shit. I may have been like, a matter of fact, I think actually, let me backtrack here. This is even before the doors technically open, but we had to go to pick up our lanyards because this was our first time there. So this is before like
Yeah.
fans are in and stuff too, you know. So we pick up our lanyards, and like if you follow me, like I wore, of course, I do different fit checks for like each of these shows and shit. So I was in my Gordon Soley shirt, and as we're getting our lanyards, this dude comes by. He's like, "Oh, I love your shirt, man." And I look over, and I just, instantly somebody says something to you, response is like, "Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, man." So I say, "Oh, thanks, man," and then I look, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, D'Lo Brown." So like D'Lo Brown literally like came by and was like, "Hey, love your shirt." I was like, "Oh, sweet." I got compliments from D'Lo Brown and Kazuchika Okada this weekend. I fucking had the
Anthony.
Sandman tell me he wanted to be whatever I was on. You can't ask for anything better than that, folks.
Nah, not at all.
But yeah, the Progress show was great, but what an opener. And I was really impressed with both those guys too. Like you say, like first time seeing them, I was like, oh, okay, these guys are good. And the one kid, he was in the Mark Hitchcock show too. It was about like big 10-man tag. What was his name again? The one, not Cooler, but the other, the guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was on that show too in the
Yeah.
10-man tag. So or
Yes.
10-person tag, I should say.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Which that was a wild match.
Yes, it was.
My number 4 is from the World on Lucha show. It's Team Gringo, Gringo Loco, Vengador, and Arez versus Team Dragon Gate, Hayo, Kazai, and Yoshioka.
That was a great match.
The mixtures of Dragon Gate style and Lucha Libre meshing together from bell to bell, that was just, it was masterful. And like, it's one of those shows, one of those matches I've gone back to watch a few times.
I can believe that.
Yes. These last 3 or 4, like these are matches I've gone back and I've like, when I'm not doing anything, okay, let's just put these on.
That's awesome, man. The they did a great job with like, blending both styles and like really highlighting the lucha style too as well. Cause like
Yes.
anytime, like the thing is, if you watch a 6-man tag or trios match and like, here in North America or whatever, or here in the States, it's like a 6-man tag. But if you're watching like a true lucha rules 6-man tag, it's like, holy shit, this is gonna be fucking fun. And this match was that.
Very much prefer Lucha Libre's rules 6-man tag, 8-man tag above anything else.
And the Dragon Gate guys, that was represented was awesome too, man. Like this is my second year seeing him. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with the names. I forget his name because we kind of have some ongoing jokes.
Yeah.
Like with my friends there, and we refer to him always as the Kitty Cat Man. But the one dude in the suspenders, what's his name?
Oh, 1 minute.
He's the guy because he's got the stripper kind of gimmicky thing. Like when he's going around ringside, it's like, hey, you can tip me $1 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's actually in the Super Juniors tournament this year for New Japan.
Yes. I can't think of his name right now, and it's bothering me.
He's always going to be the Kitty Cat Man to me.
Yes.
Because he has like the tail thing on the back of his tights.
That's Kazai.
Kazai, okay. Or Kitty Cat Man, as we will lovingly refer to him as. But he's awesome. I got to see him for the first time last year. Like, again, he was on this show. It's like you say, he was in the Dragon Gate show. He was also on the Mark Hitchcock show too, as well. So
yes,
yeah, solid one.
Did I just go back to back? Yes, I did.
I think you did, right? Yeah. So
we're
number 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, my number 4. So, truth be told, I was looking at this and I flip flopped them, but like you can interchange them because like both are great matches and both involve Kogers. So, my number 4, I went with Otis Koger against Matt Tremont from the Clusterfuck to start off the night. That match was
that cage match is
fucking insane. Insane, dude. Like the spot in the very beginning of it where Tremont takes a Koger and puts him up against the cage and breaks the glass.
Yes.
That glass literally, you can see it in the vlog, it literally lands at my feet.
I was like,
holy shit. Like, oh my god, amazingly enough, with the cage, it seemed like the projectile light tubes, like they just went farther than that three-way tag team death match somehow, which is crazy. But yeah, this match was insane. I was scared to death for Otis Cogar when he was on top of that cage. Now, I don't know if you can see this on TV or not, but there was like 4 guys like from security who was holding the fucking bottom of the cage so it wouldn't break.
I haven't paid attention to that. No, I have to go
Yeah,
back
you
and see that.
probably can't see it, but yeah, they're literally holding the fucking cage so it doesn't like break apart or anything. And it's
That's
like,
scary as shit.
oh yeah, because we were like talking about, they're like, holy shit, there's no way he's gonna fucking jump off that and do, but nope, he did. He sure as shit did. Just with the light tubes and the violence and the story too. We gotta talk about the story because Otis taking the ultraviolet title from Matt Tremont a couple months ago, and then just
what they've done to Tremont since then.
Oh yeah, and then they gets kind of the revenge spot there where they do the Raven spot, where he's tied to the cage and he's hitting him with the bulbs. Vandal 48 getting involved in one way or the other, and then Tremont just like fucking taking them out and getting back his ultraviolet
That whole
title.
show was a clusterfuck.
It really was, yeah. Only 2 matches on the show, and it was like,
and it was a lot of clusterfuckery.
Yeah. And I got to give credit to the GCW crew as well, because I mean they did a hell of a job getting it cleaned up, because it was like, so I thought at first, because you guys didn't see this, because I mean I think they were playing videos for like 40 minutes or something like that while they were cleaning up. Well, actually, because I know they did, because the videos was playing on the screen. But while they're while the video, so while they were cleaning up and shit, like they got the cage down really quick, but trying to get the fucking glass out of the ring was a nightmare.
Well, I can only imagine. I've always wondered about that.
It was so much. So what they would do, because they had the tarp and stuff around the ring, so they were pushing the glass like underneath the ring apron, and then they were just taking the tarp and put it underneath the ring is what they were doing. They're trying to do. Well, anyways, that was just to get the big bulk of it, because Mike, there was so much fucking glass, man.
Yeah.
So they had it already planned out, because they had a brand new canvas that they brought in to replace it with, but there was so much glass that they couldn't take the canvas up and just take it. So that's why they had to sweep and get some of the glass off. So that's why it took them so long to come back. But truth be told too, as well, they probably have everything done within like 20 minutes or something. So there was like 20 minutes where, and I can attest to this.
They're trying to set up like what's going to happen at the clusterfuck match.
Exactly. That's what it was, because the way, kind of pulling back the curtain here, how the clusterfuck works is a lot of times, and I saw it like firsthand too, where there'd be some wrestlers just fucking show up. And it's like, hey, I can work the clusterfuck, and then they just write them into it pretty much.
That makes
so it's the clusterfuck lives up to its name and then some. But this matchup, once again, another incredible death match on a weekend of awesome and crazy death matches. So I had it at my number 4 was Otis Cogar and Matt Tremont for the ultraviolet title in the cage.
So what's your number 3?
Number 3. So this match was deemed a dream matchup, and it was fucking awesome to see in person. It really was. My number 3, I'm going with Effie's Big Gay Brunch. Effie against Zack Sabre Jr. This is like a match where you're just like, huh, okay. But this match was fucking great. Effie had a great weekend with some incredible matches. I mean, my God, the story he told with Allie and stuff at spring break and shit. But this is like a
masterful.
Oh man, but this was like a technical masterpiece. This was like a night and day difference from the war he had with Allie. And the thing of it is, and this is to Effie's credit, and yeah, of course I'm going to praise Effie because I love Effie. Like we work with him. He's just a fucking awesome individual. Yes. But this match right here, I feel like he really was able to sink his teeth into, because it was like a completely different style for him. And Zack Sabre Jr. is fucking Zack Sabre Jr. I mean,
Facts.
he had some tremendous matches on the collective. I almost put that matchup of his against the mystery opponent from the
I
Death.
have that on my list.
Okay,
We're
well
going to talk about.
you're gonna talk about perfect. So, but yeah, this was my favorite match of his of the weekend was against Effie because like it was just a clash of styles, but they blended so fucking well together. Great strong style matchup. Effie looks so good. Effie's always been fucking great, but it's always fun to see him like in these like in a different
Yes.
style matchup. And I mean, he still got did his Effie stuff, if you will. And it was
Yes.
great seeing like Zack Sabre Jr. kind of play along into that stuff as well. Of course, Zack Sabre Jr. picking up the win, but honestly, man, this was just once again, it was a technical masterpiece on both ends. Effie's had some great matches, of course, at Big Gay Brunch, but dude, this one was just like it was really fucking good. Like really good. Like if anybody was like a fan of like strong style wrestling or technical wrestling and stuff, like I would love to show them this matchup. It's really fucking good. So that's my number 3 is at Effie against Zack Sabre Jr. from Big Gay Brunch.
My number 3 is your match you talked about earlier from the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Show. Big man slapping meat, Masato Tanaka and Mark Davis.
Let's go.
It's legit. It very much reminded me of Masato with Mike. Awesome.
Yeah,
Them just beating each other the fuck up.
they did.
And it was just like because you had like with the March Hitchcock show, you had a lot of hot flying. You had the a lot of junior heavyweight stuff with like the 6-man tag and you know the yeah, and then you just have two guys who are just gonna go out there and they're gonna brawl and they're gonna throw punches.
So
And,
I have a story on this one too for you
and it
behind
was
the scenes.
beautifully done.
Oh my god,
Go ahead.
yeah. That match was so good. So this show like so here's if you look at the year before, blows last year's Mark Hitchcock show out
Yeah.
of the water. Not that last year's was bad, but like it just kind of like it
Was-
started off like the first 2 or 3 matches on that show was incredible, and then it just kind of went downhill. I don't
Yeah,
know what it was. Like the Mickey James Maki Ito match was not nearly as good as you thought it would be, and then the
I
shitter
remember
was
that.
Butterbean against fucking Minoru
Yes.
Suzuki. That was dog shit.
yes, I remember. How gross
This
that
was like a wrestling fan's dream. I mean, like I'm sure Mark would have fucking loved this show from top to bottom.
oh,
But
absolutely.
so at the show as it goes on, they actually added a match to the show, and I was kind of confused. And what happened was because they added the match to the show and it went longer, I actually had to miss out on I was going to meet my friends up. We had a dinner reservation at Giada de Laurentiis's Italian restaurant. So
Okay.
they went ahead and had it. I missed it, and I guess it was one of the better meals they had of the weekend, which we had a lot of good meals. So I'm a little bummed I missed that. But if I was going to miss it for anything, it was that incredible Mark Hitchcock show. And
Yes.
you found out reason why they had that match was all the shit going on with Gates of Agony. Have you heard that story?
No.
So they literally like was putting their flight was delayed.
Oh,
So
I did see them tweet about this.
So their flight was delayed, and because it got delayed, it was like the show was going, so they had to kill time. So they added a match to the show,
Yeah.
and they were putting their gear on and shit. They literally showed up to the show, like I guess right when they was like supposed to be their entrances or some shit.
That
So-
explains a lot because they seemed to rush when they got out there.
Yeah, but it was a great main event. A great
great main event.
6-man match. So
Yeah.
but no, that's my Mark Hitchcock story. So
That's
I missed out on Giada's.
Yes.
I'll know someday.
Um,
Maybe next time.
my number 2 is from Podermania, and this was to me a match that set the weekend off of like, okay, this has got to be the benchmark for everyone else that wrestles this weekend. And it's Brittany Blake versus Shotzi Blackheart.
Oh, for the Podermania title, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a pretty
And
good one.
Yes, and it was my first time seeing Brittany Blake, maybe second time. Uh, but yeah, no, I was bell to bell. Shotzi showed while she's one of the best women again, and why she's in the spots she's in when she's on these indie shows. You know, why she's one of the main event women on like a GCW or like a MOW show or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Brittany Blake, really great talent. But yeah, no, it was just like bell to bell. That was some of the best wrestling I had seen of the weekend.
Yeah, that was a solid women's matchup. And it's like you say too with Shotzi, there's a reason that she's the PWI
Yeah,
Independent Wrestler of the Year. Not women's, but the Independent Wrestler of the Year.
yeah,
And there's also a reason why yours truly gave her the Independent Wrestler of the Year award too for the Golden Headlocks. Just saying. But no, yeah, dude, Shotzi's fucking amazing. Like, I mean, what more can you say? You know.
yeah.
So,
What's your number two?
my number two, we've been talking about it a lot here recently. It's from the Mark Hitchcock show. Like I say, Mark Hitchcock show is fucking awesome. But this was my match of the night on that show by far. And I knew going into it, like, this match was incredible. I'm almost kind of surprised that it ended up not being the main event after what happened with the whole TNA debacle. But it lived up to the hype and then some. My number two is Galino Del Mal against Bandito from the Mark Hitchcock show. Fucking yes, let's go. This was so fucking good. Anytime you get to see Bandito, it's incredible. But Galino Del Mal is one of those guys, man. If you've never seen him, he is so fucking good for a guy his size to move the way he does.
Family is talented as shit.
He is, and he's honestly, they're talented as shit, but he may be the most talented out of the bunch.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he is fucking incredible. I love watching Galina Del Mal. I could watch him all day. I need more Galina Del Mal in my life. I can't wait to see him pop up more. I mean, I know he's done some work, I think, in it for MLW, right? Some other, yeah. So, and we've seen him in GCW, of course, too. But
yeah,
so fucking good, and he works the crowd great too. I mean, I got to see it front and center. Like, he was doing a great job with crowd work. Like, it was kind of funny. They did he did a fake, like, so he told us all to move and shit. And then, like, he faked us out, and then he took Bandito over to the other side. And then, of course, later on, they'd come back, and Galino Del Mal was literally like, he was like right by my side. I was like, oh, poor Galino Del Mal. He took a crazy bump going through all them chairs and shit. But dude, this match was so badass. And then the speech from Bandito at the end of it, too, kind of giving his like blessing and stuff. So, loved it. Loved this matchup. Seriously, we've said it before. Go back, watch the Mark Hitchcock show. There's so many good. It's just a good love letter to pro wrestling. It really is. So you ready for my number one?
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, may surprise you, but I told you it's on my list, and I went with number one because this was not what I fucking expected. My number one was Brody Lee Jr.'s debut against Joey Janela.
Oh yeah, I swear I forgot you hadn't talked about that yet.
I had it as my number one, and the reason I had it as my number one, there's a lot of reasons, but first and foremost, I was not expecting this.
No, expected it. It jumped all expectations. I think for everyone, because holy shit,
because that crowd was fucking into this.
Yes,
like we were all into this. They were so good. Brody was so good that you forgot he's a 13-year-old kid in there.
Yes.
And credit to Joey, too, because Joey deserves all the flowers for this match.
Does.
And I think, and the thing is, when you think of Joey, everybody's going to think the deathmatch stuff and the eccentric personality and stuff, too. But I mean, hell, last year, what a moment for Joey is wrestling Sabu in his last matchup in that insane barbed wire match.
Yeah.
But as awesome and as great as that was, I think this is going to be like his magnus opus of matches. Because it was just, Mike, this wasn't a typical death match. This wasn't a typical GCW match.
No,
this was like a classic wrestling match.
Yeah.
There was phenomenal psychology in this fucking thing, the whole thing through. The story they told, Brody with the shit he was doing and stuff, and Brody too, working the crowd and his facial features, and holy shit, everything about that
He's
kid.
he is learning a lot of great shit at that fucking dungeon in Florida.
Oh my god! Like, and there's so many people that's helping him, and
Yeah.
because they know, Mike. There's no doubt about it in my mind. This kid, when he like gets to like be an adult and he really
Yeah.
gets going in his career, this kid is going to be like I'm going to go ahead and put him in the same thing. He's going to be a big star like a Cody Rhodes is now, honestly.
Yeah.
He's going to
Probably.
be the leader of a company. He's going to be like somebody you build a company around. And
Yes.
because this is his first fucking match, his first fucking singles match. He goes 30 plus minutes in the main event of the biggest independent wrestling show of the year, WrestleMania weekend. Like, this match had no right to be what it was. And
Not one bit.
somehow, and when they said this was the main event, I was a little skeptical about it.
Yes,
And
because I ain't gonna lie. I went into this like, okay, this is gonna be like a 5 to 10 minute comedy situation. They're gonna do some funny jokes. Joey's gonna say some hurtful shit, but Brody Lee's gonna get the like skeptical win. Like, but goddamn, that match was really fucking good.
it may be the best match of GCW this year so far. Honestly, there's been some good ones, of course, but I think just because, like I say, it's a technical, like it's just fucking phenomenal in ring work, but also the element of surprise, the fact that like holy shit, this was that good, and then the finish of this with Brody throwing all like the tributes, hitting the
Yes,
sister Abigail,
the
then hitting the
that Sister
crossroads,
Abigail was beautiful.
right? And then the counter into the crossroads
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yes.
And then with the tribute to his father and doing the discus clothesline, not once but twice.
Yeah.
The piece de resistance of it though is when he pins him and he lifts his fucking shoulders up at 2. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not fucking done with you. And then of course he finishes him off with the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. You
chef's
have to
kiss.
tribute to the coach. You have to.
I know he got a lot of flowers and a lot of praise, and that young man deserves it and then some. There is no doubt in my mind, like his dad has got to be
Oh.
the biggest smile on his face looking down at his
His
kid.
dad and his uncle Eric, or not Eric, Ray,
Wyndham. Yeah. Yep.
are got to be looking down at him happy as shit.
I mean, my God, that kid. I can't say enough good things about him and about that family and about this matchup. And once again, you got to give flowers to Joey too, man, because God damn, did Joey do a phenomenal job making him,
Yes.
helping him look like $1,000,000. I mean, it takes 2 to tango.
Facts.
And for Joey to kind of be, especially for this kid's first singles match,
Yeah.
mainstream, 3,000 plus fucking people watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
was.
looked like he was a fucking television star already.
Mike, I've never seen anything like it. I've
No.
never fucking seen anything like it.
No.
I mean, even when I was telling my friends when like they were putting together the matches of the collective and stuff, and I told them like this matchup, they're like, "What the fuck? Like a 13-year-old's wrestling?" I was like, "Yeah." Not only is he wrestling, he's in the main event, and it's just, man, what a fucking breath of fresh air and stuff with all the negativity that goes on in the world and shit, especially with stuff that's going on in the wrestling world and all the bullshit from, outside of
Yeah.
independent wrestling and whatnot. It's just a fucking fresh of breath air to see, like, have a moment like this and stuff too. It was heartfelt. Awesome seeing his mom come out to celebrate with him and his little brother and stuff too. It was,
Yeah. All right, did you see the little brother?
yeah, his little brother, yeah.
No, what he did.
Oh, didn't he called out Joey or something,
Yes.
right? Or
He pointed at him like, I'm next.
yes, yeah.
I was like, oh, we got a fucking family. We got third generation here. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was so cool. That show was incredible. And just for that being the closing moment, like what a good way to end the show in the night. And I can tell you this, Like, I am so glad that I was able to see that in person because that was just like one of the not only one of the coolest moments of the collective that weekend, but maybe one of the coolest moments I've seen at any collective was that
Yeah,
moment with Brody Jr. Shit. So.
yeah,
And then, by the way, the night just went to shit after that because then JCW went on at like 1:30 in the morning, and I heard it was a fucking joke. I watched the show. Like I, JCW. I appreciate what they're trying to do, but that show was dog shit. Like I don't know
yeah.
if you saw it or not, but
I tried watching it, and
it's barely watchable. I mean, shout out Vampiro. Glad he got his like one last moment and shit, but like, yeah, that was a hard watch.
yeah. My number one, Fuminori Abe versus Zack Sabre Jr. from the Death Vegas Invitational.
I never even heard of the guy. Can you tell us anything about him?
Yes, 1 minute. Mhm.
Because you remember, folks, you can always Wikipedia that shit. But
Yeah.
I'd never seen him. I didn't even know who he was still. But the way the match went, I was like, holy shit, this is a good matchup. It was a great opener for that show. That show was wild too, man. Like such a unique blend of like wrestling matches and wrestlers featured. Everybody from like deathmatch wrestling to GCW to New Japan, to Stardom. I mean, had everybody across the board. Huge shout out to that semi-main event too with Dasake and Ghetto against Joey Janela and Gringo Loco. That almost made my list. That was a solid
So
tag team match.
he worked like he's done like NWA stuff. He's done All Japan. He's done some MMA shit. He was also a huge star in Big Japan.
Okay, so
Yeah,
got a
yes,
little bit of a footprint in Japan, but hasn't. We probably haven't seen him here in the states so
yeah.
much because
No, it's All
we.
Japan, Big Japan, DDT. He's won some titles in.
Okay, so we've
Yeah,
probably seen him in DDT.
yeah.
Has he
He
been in
even had
Noah
some.
yet?
What? What?
Has he been in Noah yet?
No, but he's done some like he did some stuff in Pride also.
Oh fuck, Pride Fighting.
Yeah.
Fuck, how long has this guy been fighting and shit?
Um. Well, his pro wrestling debut was 2015, and
Oh,
then
okay.
he was doing some stuff
Okay,
before
so
that.
he's been
Yeah,
around then for a
yeah.
minute. Well,
Um,
I was
but
blown away.
um, but yes, no, a phenomenal talent. One of the best technical wrestlers in Japan. So it made sense, and that's what I loved. Is that show is supposed to be a deathmatch show, and then you have those two have a fucking technical masterpiece just at the beginning of the show, just like okay, go out there and wrestle, and
That
it's
crowd was
just
red hot for that match too.
they were, and for it to be like a surprise, like a like that's supposed to be like Zach's like surprise opponent. That pop was crazy
Yeah,
from the
because
crowd.
there was a lot of diehards there that knew like who the
Yeah,
fuck. It definitely wasn't like at Spring Break or anything where you had so many fucking random like standard buyers at the show. Like that was another one along with Big Gay Brunch where it was a good crowd.
yeah. So yeah, no, that and I think that's just like it was like a 20 minutes of just great technical and brawling, which was like different from what the rest of that show was. And that's why it stuck
Way
out
different.
as my number
Yeah.
one.
It's a good number one, man. I almost had it on my list, but I'm glad you brought it up because that was a great matchup. Yeah, and it's cool too with our list. Like I'm looking through this, and I think you like the ones that I had like as runners ups or honorable mentions. You mentioned pretty much. So
Yeah.
um, kudos to you. Actually, there is one. Okay, there is one that I didn't put on my list, but I would have put on here. Actually, we'll talk about that because we're going to talk about like some of our highlights of some of the talent at the collective too.
Yeah.
Um, so one thing I always like to do is one of the things I love about the collective is when you find new talent who you've never seen before or it's my first time seeing.
Yes.
I mentioned some of them, but I have a list. I have 5 talents that
I,
that are my favorite new performers like coming out of collective weekend.
same.
Now, first one I'm going to mention, I've known her and I've seen her and I follow her on socials. I absolutely love her, and we mentioned her earlier. Is Gabby Forza. This was my first time getting to see her in person, and it lived up to the hype. She is fucking awesome. Like Nomi, oh, she's so good. Like her in-ring stuff, she's so fucking powerful too, man. And stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's so good. Like I could watch all of her matches, man. Like all the time. Like anytime she's on a show, I'm gonna check it out. She is really good. Um, mentioned this one earlier too. Like, of course, first time in the States. My first time seeing him really as like the character Hayabusa. The new Hayabusa was awesome to see. He's definitely one that stuck out for me as well. Excited to see what he's gonna do. Where is he? What company does he work for in Japan, Mike? Do you know? Or is he just kind of like a freelancer, just goes promotion?
I think that's what he does or what he has been doing.
So, I mean, I haven't seen him in New Japan or Noah or DDT for that matter. He may have been DDT. I just haven't seen him or something. But, dude, that guy is, like I say, he is the embodiment of Hayabusa. Late great Hayabusa would be proud, I think. And
Yeah,
he's just
0-1, Noah.
Oh, so he has
Mostly
been.
zero-
No, okay.
Yeah, mostly 0-1.
Okay. Well, he's a young man we're going to be talking about too,
Yeah.
especially with him being the new Hayabusa. I think it's cool as shit too. Like Hayabusa can live on because I mean he's a
Yes.
character
That's
like a black
love that
tiger.
about-
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I love about Japanese wrestling is they always find another guy to carry on a character.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Another one another one. This was my first time seeing them. And I was like, okay, I got to start following this dude because like this was a match we didn't mention. It was part of the World on Lucha show. There was a scramble match that kicked off the show. And there was a lot of great
Yes.
competitors in that one, but there's one in particular that stuck out to me. Rafael Quintero. Never
Phenomenal.
seen him before. Yeah, that guy is fucking good, man. Like I knew I would like the guy just because he just had a positive vibe and stuff. But when he's like starts doing some stuff in the corner, he's like, "All right," he says something, and then he's like, "All right, who wants to see some lucha shit?" And then he like does some lucha libre stuff, and like, I think he did a 619 or something like that. But that dude, that guy's incredible. Like, and I looked him up afterwards, and it's like, oh shit, this guy works a lot, man. So, he made my list. I have two more. This next one, not only had I never seen her before, but I never even heard of her before. And she was on several shows during the collective. You mentioned her earlier as part of the Poder Mania. I got to see her on Big Gay Brunch and part of the collective, or part of the clusterfuck. Nikki XS.
Yes.
Never seen her
Phenomenal.
before.
Phenomenal
Great.
talent. Great character.
Yeah,
That
the
is-
character's cool as shit. Like very nice. So fun fact, fun story. We get out of the we get out of the clusterfuck, and like I go to get my lift back to because I was staying at Mandalay Bay for my last night there. So as I'm waiting to get to Mandalay Bay, Nikki XS is like standing right beside me, waiting for her Uber to pick her up as well. So it was really cool. She's a super nice lady, super cool, super chill. But yeah, I was very impressed with her. But the last one I mentioned her earlier, like this to me, last year for me it was Bo Silla, and this year for me it was Julicia Mexa. She was the biggest one that stuck out to me. I like just the charisma she has, the talent she has. It's off the charts. It's like, and you see somebody, Mike, for the first time or something like that, and it's just like an instant star. She's
Yes.
an instant star to me. So that she was probably my favorite, but I loved all those competitors I missed. But those are my 5 favorite new performers from the collective. What about you? Who's your 5?
My number 5 would be Brittany Blake.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I looked up a bunch of her matches after the shows she was on, um, and become a huge fan of hers. Number 4, Jasmine O'Lear, who was on the Podermania show, who I did not know of at all, and I was like, "Yep, nope, gonna be watching more of hers, and phenomenal." Like that's it. Um, Number 3, a girl who was on the PWU show, Mia Friday.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's favorite day of the week. She's got a great young talent. I was very impressed and was like very entertained. Um, and then my number 1 and 2, 2 and 1, the tag team of Channing Doctor and Reese Maddox.
Nice. I like to see
Uh,
Reese. Yeah, you really liked him, huh?
yeah, I was so impressed, especially at that young of age. That is just so great.
Nice. Um, we also want to kind of highlight who we think were some of the collective MVPs, some of the
Yes.
performers who just really had an amazing collective. So we're gonna give you our top 5 there too. Um, Starting off my list, I have to have her listed because like it was her last match in pro wrestling at Kid Bandit. Like I know she wasn't on a ton of shows, but just for her to have what a moment that was at Big Gay Brunch. Which, by the way, that was the match I was alluding to that I almost had on my list was the
Yeah.
4-way with Kid Bandit, Alley Catch, Steph Delander, and Charlie Evans.
I got
Uh,
told that was a phenomenal match that I
oh,
needed to
it's
go
fucking
watch it.
awesome. Go back and watch it. It's fucking awesome, dude. But the tremendous send off for Kid Bandit. Kid Bandit she's fucking incredible. I know she's going to start up that trans company,
Yes.
I believe, which that's gonna be exciting to see what she does.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she's gonna dive into that and and just be so successful because she deserves it. She's a fucking amazing competitor, an amazing person. So I had to have Kid Bandit on my list for sure. Also, speaking of that 4-way, but dude, got to give a huge shout out to Alley Catch. Alley had a huge weekend, man. Of course, she was on the Podermania show.
Phenomenal match.
She was also wasn't she on the midnight show that night too?
PWU show, I think.
Was
Yeah.
she on that one too? I think maybe.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
And then, of course, the one of the big marquee matchups as part of spring break, and just the phenomenal fucking storytelling with her and Effie, of the build up to that, and how just the oh my god, you talk about pulling at the heartstrings, dude. That matchup, and that's another one I came close to having on my list. Was Effie and Allie, because I just love the story that they told there about their friendship, how it splintered apart, and like where the fuck Effie is going now. So Allie definitely makes my list. I want to give a huge shout out, and I got to have him on here too as well for the young man who made his debut, Brody Lee Jr. I mean, my God, man, you can't have a better freaking like in-ring debut than what you had as the main event of the biggest independent wrestling show of the year. 3,000 plus watching you go 30 minutes was incredible. So I had to mention him. And then my other 2, I had to have a huge shout out. Love this guy, man like Doris, all over the place. It's fucking awesome. He was on Progress. Did that filler matchup for Mark Hitchcock's show. He was in the clusterfuck. He was in the ladder scramble. And dude, every time, like I've been watching Man Like Doris for several years now, but every time he comes out, dude, he like the crowd just fucking loves Doris. Like he kills it. Because when I say 4-1, you say 2-1. Man Like Doris. But I gotta say, I think a lot of great. All of them, you could say they're kind of even, but this one, I gotta mention. I think she may be my MVP of the show, of the collectives, because she was fucking everywhere, and she is a name that people are starting to talk more and more about. She is one of the top names in Game Changer Wrestling right now. I went Vipress was my
Okay.
MVP
Yeah.
because Vipress was on like every fucking show. I feel like. Like
Yeah,
she
almost,
was
yeah.
on the World on Lucha. She was in the
Clusterfuck. She did.
MDK
Yeah,
Fight
and
Club. She was in the Clusterfuck. She was in the she was on the Joey Janela's Spring Break. She was a part of Effie's Big Gay Brunch. Had a great matchup with her partner Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vipers for me, she was fucking everywhere. She's somebody who over the past year has really started to kind of build a strong following, I think, in GCW.
Oh,
She's going to have a
absolutely.
huge momentum going into Tournament of Survival.
I'm excited as fuck to see her in TOS.
Yeah.
When
Vipers for me.
When they did that announcement, when John Wayne gave her his spot in TOS,
It's like Arn Anderson giving up his spot in the Four Horsemen, John Wayne Murdoch giving up his spot in the TOS. So, but they're all great competitors I mentioned. But dude, Vipers I thought killed it. I thought she had an amazing weekend. What about you?
My 5 MVPs. Number 5, I have Zack Sabre Jr. I mean, he was all over the collective and doing other matches on the indies for other companies. Just doing.
Yeah, he did the Death Invitational. He did the Bloodsport. He did Big Gay Brunch. Yep.
He did a few other stuff at the FSW Arena.
Yep.
For a few indie companies. My number 4, Jordan Oliver. Jordan Oliver, whether it was with Alec Price, and then they had a few matches where he had to have some other partners because, Alec had that fucking situation.
We didn't even mention that, and I wasn't there for that, but I saw it. Like, holy shit, with the stage?
Well, yeah, watching that live was scary.
That was crazy.
Yeah, because he grabbed his leg immediately, and my first thought was like, fuck. We have another Jordan Oliver situation where he's going to be gone for a long time. Luckily, he was able to heal overnight and get back to doing his thing. But yeah, no, that was scary. But yeah, Jordan Oliver picked it up and was able to do his thing. Number 3, Subculture.
Oh yeah,
that just they were all over the place doing great shows. Number 2, Hayo from Dragon Gate.
Okay. And Hayo was in that 6-man, right?
Yes, he was in the 6-man. He did a few other singles matches. A couple tags. Great. Number 1 though, and that's because she was all over the collective and she was all over all these other indie shows. My number 1 is Brittany Brooks.
Oh, nice.
She was fucking everywhere. I don't know if Brittany Brooks got sleep. They did a show at an abandoned mall or a closed down mall, and she was part of a battle royal. There, after doing a show at the collective, she did not stop. She yelled at Sean Rossap during that match too, and it's hilarious.
Oh,
Sean
she
Rossap
did.
Yeah.
Oh, she told. Oh my god. Yeah. She would say that again. She said what now?
I think she told Sean Rossap to shut up because he was talking shit when she got tossed out the ring because he was doing his research.
Brittany Brooks just became my favorite fucking wrestler.
Yes.
Young lady, you are incredible. You are phenomenal. Keep doing what you're doing. Because anybody who can tell Sean Ross Sapp to shut the fuck up is my type of person. By the way, I want to give a shout out. Fuck you, Sean Ross Sapp, you fucking piece of shit. Just want to throw that out there. Anytime I can say that, I love it. It fills my heart with warmth. Fuck you, Sean Ross Sapp. You're.
I was going to ask the clusterfuck.
Okay, if you go back and watch the vlog, you can see my reaction.
SRS and Brian Alvarez, what was that like in the building?
So here's the funny thing. I didn't even know it was Brian Alvarez till after the fact.
Oh,
I was just no, I didn't because I couldn't recognize him because I was too. Anytime I hate to even fucking admit this, but anytime if I see Sean Ross Sapp, just my eyes are red.
I
know. My backstory with him, that fucking scum sucking piece of shit. Yes. I was like, I don't wish ill will on anybody, but I was really hoping he was gonna fucking break his ankle or something getting into the ring. It would have been fucking great, made my night, because Sean Ross Sapp isn't a human being. That's how I can get by with saying this, because he's a fucking succubus piece of shit fucking lowlife who can go fuck himself. So, anyways, I think you can hear me on camera calling him a see you next Tuesday multiple times. So yeah.
Yeah,
I was more so into that aspect of it, but yeah, fuck
for
him.
sure.
Yeah, he's a piece of
So
shit.
Brittany Brooks is my 1B because
Oh, you got another one. Okay.
my 1A is somebody who did not wrestle, but is somebody who finally got her flowers in the States
Oh.
because she fucking deserves it. Megumi Kudo.
Oh yeah. That's a great that her Hall of Fame speech and stuff. She was so sweet.
You you know me in deathmatch wrestling, and you know me when it comes to Megumi. Finally the original extreme, and no disrespect to Fran Sween, but the original Stream Queen, the face of FMW, the first lady of FMW, getting her flowers in the States made me so fucking happy.
Dude, I was so exhausted by that time, but I stayed up just so I could see that in person. That's how important that was to me. Like I was like, I gotta see this. Thankfully, they put it on second, and I was like, okay, I got to see that and watch the women's triple that, and then I had to bounce because I was exhausted. But I was so happy to see that. Tremendous moment for her too.
Yes,
So sweet.
And she did a few interviews, and she was shocked.
Yeah.
That she
Well,
was like got those like that it like, and now adulation from the U.S. fans.
yeah, and the thing of it is, it's like it's crazy because if you think she retired in what 97, 98, something like that.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, and I think Emil said this too, like she's one of the very few wrestlers who said when they retired, they actually fucking retired. Like she has not
and she
stepped
did
foot in the ring.
and she did phenomenal shit afterwards. By the way,
Yeah,
music
singer
career,
and an
TVs,
actress, I
movies,
believe. Yeah,
feature.
yeah,
Like she did a bunch of shit.
which is amazing. But yeah,
Yes.
you're right. Her getting her flowers was so well deserved. Because I thought when they announced that, I thought at first that was just like she was gonna be there. I didn't realize they were gonna do the ceremony and shit there.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. She's so fucking deserving of it too.
I think because she had something else going on when they are doing the actual Deathmatch Hall of Fame in June.
Okay, yeah. And she was there for WrestleCon too, I know. So.
Yeah. And she did I saw a video of her talking about. She was like, I didn't know these people from the States knew who I was. Like she was like shocked, and I was like, "Oh, you don't know what FMW's done here in the States."
WrestleCon there was insane. There was literally everybody was there. Like, I tell you what, I did run into another one. I ran into, and I was kind of surprised to see him. And I gotta admit, this young man's taller than I thought. Javon Evans. I ran into him.
I've heard he's a
tall dude, man. He is a tall dude, but I did, man. I literally ran into everybody from Tommy Rich and Greg Valentine to MVP. I talked to MVP for a brief moment, like just talked about he looked sharp as shit, dude. And I was telling him about his kicks, and it's like he acknowledged. I'm not gonna say complimented, but he acknowledged my ensemble. So so my fits when I post those fit checks at the collective,
yes,
like the wrestlers notice, folks, because I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Anyways, I digress.
No, when you wear wrestling tees at a like even a show and you get there before like while racers are hanging out, they notice when there's actual fans.
Yeah.
I had Leo Rush acknowledge me on my Jinsei Shinzake Hayabusa shirt.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was like
yeah.
Like, yeah. He's a short motherfucker. That's a tiny motherfucker.
He is on the short side. I got to see him at the Progress
There's very
show.
few people that I can look to in the eye while sitting in my chair. And
He's
I'm sorry, Leo Rush, but you are one.
But he's a very talented young man nonetheless.
He is. You're a very talented man. But I was actually kind of like, oh, you are as short as you seem on TV.
Yeah. I will say this one thing I kind of want to say as we're wrapping up here, like with it was an awesome experience, like I say, and GCW did a phenomenal job with their shows and stuff. But like this was my third collective, and like I feel like now kind of a veteran, and I know how to prepare. First and foremost, if you're going to the collective, folks, and you're going to like if you're going to a morning show, you'll be fine. But if you're going to an evening show, um, don't be shocked if the show doesn't get started on time and you're
Yeah.
waiting to get inside because that's like kind of the norm.
That makes sense.
And it seems like anything following spring break is always going to go on stupid late.
Yeah.
It was like last year I was going to try to go to the Fourth Rope show and it went on way too fucking late. Same this year. I was kind of bummed because I didn't realize Bloodsport was the last one. I had full intentions of
Nobody
going
knew.
to that show, but I
Nobody
was like,
knew.
no, man, there's no way I'm going to be able to make it to JCW that night. And I was like, I really wanted to try to be JCW. Of course, it didn't happen. Is what it is. But I was at least well rested for Joey's spring break. And that's another thing I've realized too, Mike. Like, I'm not a spring chicken. Like the midnight shows are brutal for me. I can do the clusterfuck, but I don't think I can really do any more midnight shows because there's just it's too much.
Yeah.
I actually did 4 shows in a day on Thursday, and that was a challenge. That was the most shows I think I've watched in a day was 4. So, but still, it's like it's a wrestling fan's wet dream. It's an incredible time. I think there's something magical about just going to a show at like 11 a.m. in the morning and watching a show. Like
Facts.
it's cool as shit. Like, and even if I'm watching at home, like at midnight or something. But one closing thing I will say this though, I want to say about it too. Like with the experience with them being with WrestleCon, I think it's a smart partnership. I think you'll see more of it. But I want to say this to the fans out there because the wrestlers are everywhere. There is not really
Facts.
any security.
And they're
Don't
human.
be a greedy fucking
Right.
asshole. I talked about this in my rant, but seriously, don't like fucking beg for pitch. Like the thing of it is, it's professional wrestling. So they're professionals. You know, if you want to meet them or whatever, take the money out of your pocket and give it to them because they fucking deserve it
Yes.
to go meet them and say whatever you want to say and take your pictures and stuff. Don't fucking just like crowd them like, in a casino or crowd them like out in the public at the airport or whatever and like beg for autographs and pictures and shit like that. It's one thing I get it if it's like a little kid or something and it's not planned or
Yeah.
something, but you see some of them autograph
You grown
seekers.
ass adults, you need to grow the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Like I said, the guy on the rant I did, like the piece of shit who touched Elena Black's ass and the fucking guy filming Bailey and AJ at the like that shit's
Yeah.
uncalled for. Don't do that
Yeah.
shit. Like I say, the thing of it is you don't have to have like you're gonna have the memories anyway if you have like a pleasant interaction. And you're not gonna have a pleasant interaction if you're forcing yourself upon a wrestler. Like
That part.
get a gauge on people and stuff. And you gotta think these guys too and these girls, they've been working all fucking day and shit, between whether wrestling or meet and greets and stuff like that, they're human beings like all of us. And they should be treated with the utmost respect. So in
Facts.
closing, I just wanted to say that. So
No problem. You hit us with a Pugapalooza.
I can do that. So we've mentioned it. We've been talking about it all night here. Please go back and check out our collective week here on Cult TV. We got 8 incredible vlogs from 8 incredible shows. If you're on our channel here, go check out our playlist. We have a playlist where you can watch all of the shows and see all the amazing action that was the collective. So check that out now. And then, of course, you can catch a replay of PW60 from this past week. Next week, we've got brand new episodes of I'm Your Huckleberry and The Hunt coming up. Some pretty awesome shows there. I'm Your Huckleberry. We get to try out my favorite barbecue place of all time. And I've had a lot of good barbecue, folks. So this is award-winning barbecue. You'll get to see that where B-Roll, Daddy-O, myself try out Squealers. It's an amazing barbecue place here in Indiana. And then we've got a really exciting episode of The Hunt coming to you next week or next week because it is where B-Roll, Daddy-O, myself went to the Great Ohio Toy Show, which was insane. Maybe the craziest hunt we've been on because it is like freaking pop culture nostalgia overload. So those episodes coming up next week here on Cole TV, and we got so much more coming to you here on Cole TV. What about you, bro?
Can you catch me up here? You can catch me on World Championship Wreckage for Monday Night Raw for Netflix and Raw with Doug and Michaela.
Huge shout out to Michaela, too. God bless you. You're an amazing person. We love you,
Facts.
Michaela. I just want to say, and thank you for having the courage and insight to put out some very intelligent videos, which a lot of these fucking wrestling content creators don't do. So thank you so much for sharing that with us and being so awesome and brave and incredible. We love you here at Cole TV, Michaela.
Yes. And that's it.
There you go.
Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you.